I wasn't ready to start this podcast. I'm going to be honest. That's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. But I started, and sometimes it's not always about being ready. You could be a perfectionist. You could want things to be exactly how you want them to be, but they're not going to be exactly how you want them to be, if that makes any sense, right? In my mind, it's still so much I want to do. But what I want to tell you is take things one day at a time. Take things one day at a time. If you got something on your mind, it's on your heart, is burning, is boiling, before you completely store it away, start. Step one is to just start. And I know a lot of times it's the perfectionist in y'all too. Y'all probably relate to what I'm on. It's the perfectionist aspect. I get it. I really get it. I'm a perfectionist. Like, this is far from how I want it to be. But I started. Start. Seriously, start. You need to start immediately, though. We waiting for you. We want to see what you're going to bring to the table. And as you go on, you're going to learn, give yourself trick, and you're going to keep getting better. That's the whole thing. You're going to keep getting better. I could damn near guarantee that you're going to get better, but you're not going to get better by stalling out and not doing anything. You're holding yourself back by not starting. Start. Fail forward. Slip and get back up. Go. You need to go. I want to see you go. Seriously. And for whoever that doesn't want to see you go, they're never going to want to see you go. Never going to want to see you go. So you have to go. At some point in time, you have to go. They're never going to want to see you go. If what's slowing you down is other people, you'll be slowed down forever. Because trust me, even if they don't want to see you go, they're not focused on you. They're focused on them right now. And this is a time that everybody is kind of focused on them right now. Because this is a unique time that we're all going through. It's not like we haven't seen things like this before. But like I said on previous episodes, it's post-quarantine. And none of us experienced the quarantine. Maybe some soldiers have. You know, we're not all technically no war-ready motherfuckers. So this is new to us. A lot of this is new to us. And you got to know that, and you got to embrace that. So now is the time. Yesterday was the time. I'm going to keep it a minute. Yesterday was the time to start. Yeah, yesterday was the time. Hey, y'all, I don't mean to interrupt y'all. I need you to hit the like button. You feel me? YouTube say y'all need to hit it. So I'm not asking for much. It's free. Like, it's free. Hit the like button. Share, subscribe. Comment what you think. I just need y'all to do that for me. Thank you. Love you. Welcome to the Philly Zoe show. This is like, we gonna call this the random show because I didn't have a direction. I was inspired by too much to have a direction. By the time you see this episode, you'll be hearing about Tank knocking out Ryan, all types of shit that happened. We don't know how these playoffs is gonna go. You know, I'm gonna drop my little positive joints regardless to the people because I fuck with the people, and it's like I'm like hugging the people, air hugging the people right now. That's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we on. We on a positive vibe. You know what I'm saying? We're not really about to get distracted with any of their joints. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, you're gonna like this episode. It's gonna probably be quick, straight to the point though. Last week we talked about self-talk versus affirmations, being grateful, checking your humility, you know, and just a lot of positive approaches to life. So if you missed episode 3, you might want to go back and tap in, speed it up if you have to. I always leave what I'm going to speak about in the video description. You know, you could just fast forward for things you may or may not want to hear. That don't be led astray. Keep what's important. And then the principles and values of leadership, the principles and values of self-help, principles and values of growth, they're not far from each other. And that's what I could give you now until I get rich. When I'm rich, I'm going to give you the principles and values of being rich. You get what I'm saying? Everything I learned, I'm going to get to y'all from the rip. Everybody's going to learn what I learned. And I might know some other stuff, whatever, but I'm not heavy speak on something until I did it or applied it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want to give y'all the full experience. You feel me? Like, I want to definitely give y'all the full experience. We got more podcasts coming though. We got different podcast ideas in the air. Not even ideas. I'm going to have a new show soon. It'll be separate. It'll be a show where I interview people. It's definitely getting closer and closer. We'll be streaming soon live. That's getting closer and closer. So things is going to get better. Like, you feel me? But no matter what, this to me is the most important one, which is the Philly Zoe show, because it's an experience. It's things I feel like that need to be said to the community, and we're going to keep grinding here because this is the foundation to all. Trust and believe when I tell you, and you will see over time. Although I have so much to say, getting to the point on this episode was important to me. It was very important. Yeah, enjoy it. Listening, tune in. You saying fuck with it. I fuck with you if you fucking with me. Straight like that. If you don't fuck with me, I still fuck with you because I love y'all. You say I love people. We will help somebody. We will help. Even if I said something that you like and you took it and ran with it, that's sturdy to me. Like, go help somebody. This is not about me. God is using me as a vessel. Go be used as a vessel. We have to keep passing it down the line, especially if you look like me. Like I said, our next generation is going to be the action generation. Love. Love y'all. It's been a lot of overthinking on my end, to be honest. But as I know I have to deliver, showing up is important. You're not gonna be perfect every time, y'all. You're not gonna be your best self. You're not gonna be amazing, great every single time. You're just not. It's not realistic to be the best version of yourself every single time. What you do is you try your best. And you show up, you keep going, you keep going. I mean, that's the rule. I'm starting off kicking off, but yeah, that's what it is. You start off, you go. Like before I got here, I was doing a lot of overthinking. I had started to record. I couldn't really get my thoughts together. I'm like, where do I want to go with this? I think I got it now. Whether I do or not, I'm rolling. We rolling. That's what it is. I want to start off with being present. Be present. Be in the present moment. Working in the present moment can help you in so many ways, mentally, physically. I managed sales teams in my past. I always told them, be here while you here. Be here while you here. Be present. Are you somewhere you don't want to be? So it's hard to be present. Job you don't like and all that. Doing what you don't like to do. I understand that. I've been there. But be present while you're there. Be present. When you being present, it's a strong habit you're creating. It's a very good habit that you start to create by being present. You show up for yourself more. You hold yourself to a higher standard. I believe the last episode I asked you, what standard are you holding yourself to? That matters. I'm gonna keep it a bean. That matters. Don't hold yourself to a lower standard. Even if you're not doing what you want to do, but you got to get out of that habit. Start doing what you want to do by any means necessary. Now, doing what you have to do is always more important than doing what you want to do. You want to eventually make those align. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Everybody's not perfect though. You're not gonna always. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to talk about be present. Before I get into the next topic, I want you to be present. It's not always easy to be present in this world nowadays. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I think we have a ton of distractions. We have a ton of things being thrown at us a million times a second. Information that may or may not be important. It gets tricky. If you took anything from the last episode, whether it was how you talk to yourself, how you affirm yourself, being grateful, finding the source of humility, that's important. Being present is just as much important because it makes it easier when you spending this quality time with yourself or with other people. Be present with your friends. Be present in your relationships. Be present for yourself at work. Just be present. Yeah, you have to be here because a lot of times you talking to somebody, you think about something else, and that's not okay. Show some consideration. Be a decent human being. And I've been having that problem with motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie, you motherfuckers not decent. Y'all don't have decency. Y'all not considerate. I tell you something that irked me the other day. I'm at Walmart. I pull up in the parking lot of Walmart and there's carts all over. They in carts and parking spots and all that. This is human beings doing this. You feel me? I don't like stuff like that. I go on and on, but be a decent human being. That irked me though. Yeah, that irked me. I ain't gonna lie, that irked me. We need some decency in the black community, y'all. We need some decency. You feel me? Some fundamental level of decency. Whether that's, not littering. You feel me? Something small as that. A lot of times, decency comes with consideration. I'm not going to litter here because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. Or I'm not going to treat this person like shit because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. You feel me? So really be on a decent human being. Do as to people as you want done unto you. That's a real thing. Don't sleep on that. That's real. Be present, y'all. Be present. I'm gonna find a way to squeeze my Jones in. Being present. Another synonym for being present, or a word I've heard associated with being present is mindfulness. Be mindful. I say consideration. Being mindful, consideration. They're cousins, same thing or whatever. But yeah, be mindful. Be thoughtful with yourself, with other people, your values. Have your values intact. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just the laws that you live by. Because you got to have some somewhat level of morally. Because it's so hard nowadays. I don't know the rules, to be honest. I know what rules I live by. I know the rules that I live by. And they are structured from religion and things of that nature, of traditional values. Although I say I'm not religious, I do believe in the need for religion in society. We have this compass of decency or morality. You feel me? So, and I feel like we need that. We need that compass. So yeah, be present. That's what I need to cut to. I'm talking. See, I'm getting filler, and it's just how do you be present? How to do that, right? Is be conscious. I think a lot of what we battle. I think we're gonna have a conversation about emotional intelligence because yeah, we gotta have an emotional intelligence conversation. How in tuned are you with your emotions? How transparent are you with your emotions? Every episode or every piece of content I think I've created up until this point, I've been building you towards this emotional intelligent plane. All right, when I first got introduced into emotional intelligence, right, I used to go to sleep every night. This is a few years back. Before I went to sleep, I would go on YouTube and type self-help audiobook. Try to listen to a new book every day. Then I finally got like probably a group of 20 or plus more books, and I just keep listening to them over and over and over and over, trying to just bring them into my subconscious. I listen to them when I work out. I listen to them a lot of times, mainly when I went to sleep, because I was also reading at this time of when I've got introduced to this book. I was reading a few different books, but I also wanted to keep the information rolling, positive information, learning. I came across Daniel Goleman's book, Emotional Intelligence. That name alone sparked so many ideas in my mind. Emotional intelligence. That's interesting. I definitely want to see that. And I remember around that time, and you won't find that book on YouTube now because I looked for it earlier, knowing that I might possibly bring it up. You ain't gonna find it on YouTube for free now, and then you gotta go, tap in and buy it. But Social Intelligence was another book that he had that I would be listening to. I would probably listen to both of them books like 40 times. The number one takeaway for me, because everything is up to interpretation. You might take something different from listening, and I might take something different. I had to listen so much because I never read it. I just listened to it. It starts with being honest with yourself, though. It starts with being honest with yourself. When I say being honest with yourself, I mean you get a stimulus, right? Whatever's causing this emotion. Happiness is an emotion. Fear is an emotion. Loneliness is a sense of an emotion. Sadness is an emotion, right? You have to start being honest with yourself or observing yourself in real time, and realize, when are you experiencing these emotions? After seeing when you experience these emotions, look at what triggers these emotions. Are you triggering these emotions? Are your thoughts triggering these emotions? Are events triggering these emotions? Are people triggering these emotions? Is your past triggering these emotions? Is your specific person in your life, what is triggering these emotions? What do you do when faced with these emotions? So it's really like analyzing how you get from A to B, how long you stay at A to B. That's what emotional intelligence is about. You got to tap into you at some point. Now, you could do this for yourself. I've done it. You could do this with a therapist. I've done that too. For me, the self one helps more, but I'm different. Everybody's different. Everybody can learn things differently. Some people aren't willing to go to certain places to figure things out about themselves. I'm too analytical not to, if that make any sense. I gotta tap in with myself on that type time so I can know what's going on with me. If not, I'm gonna obsess. I'm obsessive. That's what it is. I'm obsessive. So everybody's different, but this is not something you could neglect for too long. You can't neglect spending time with yourself for too long, right? So as you becoming more emotionally intelligent, I think that wisdom, because emotional intelligence brings wisdom, right? That transparency you have with yourself, that wisdom, to me, the side effect is mindfulness. That's why I broke all of that down. The side effect of that wisdom is mindfulness. You will be mindful. You will grow this sense of empathy, because although I look at empathy as a part of a side effect of that wisdom. That's my interpretation. Whatever I say right now is my interpretation. You may have yours, But yeah, the side effect of tapping into your emotional intelligence, or you could say being observant of your emotions, it's a lot of different ways you can see this emotional intelligence thing, right? Just the transparency alone and honesty, the clarity of this emotion, the process of what brought this emotion, that alone will bring mindfulness in the event that your narcissism doesn't surpass everything. Because now I think in the same event, you can have emotional intelligence but still be so egotistical and narcissistic that you're unable to see past yourself. Now that's an issue. You don't you don't want to do that. That's not a good John to me. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Why isn't that a good John to me? John, place, person, place, or thing. Philly lingo. It's how I speak. Sorry. It's not a good John. It's not a good John. Because now what narcissism brings to me, to be honest, if it's over, because all of us have a little bit of narcissism in us, right? The side effects of the narcissism, John, is you get blind a little bit. Narcissism doesn't give you that full clarity because all you see is you. You constantly dealing with you. You're not even compassionate enough, considerate enough to see others. Now, there's mindfulness that you need for yourself, the thoughts, but to me, mindfulness is not a solely self thing. Yeah, so mindfulness is something that you use with other people. Let's look up the definition of mindfulness before I misquote this, John. To be honest, I know mindfulness is like okay. No, I was right. So mindfulness is a type of meditation in which you focus on being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling in the moment without interpretation or judgment. So yeah, mindfulness is what creates emotional intelligence. I was wrong. So see, that's why interpretation is important, but also research is important. See, I started to talk and I'm like, I'm kind of confusing myself. Let me go. You feel me? So yeah, you gotta be able to do that. I'm not always going to be right. I'm not always going to be perfect. But I have an understanding of what works together, which is the mindfulness, being present, and emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence being very important. So for me, I guess what I do practice is a ton of mindfulness in that sense of the emotional intelligence. They're the same thing. Let's keep it a being, right? So you're not being honest with yourself. So you're stopping yourself from reaching this sense of emotional intelligence from not being honest with yourself. That lack of transparency alone, the delusion, you being honest with yourself, but you making everything about yourself. The delusion. We're gonna call it you world now, since you everything is about you. You fucking dickhead. You's a dickhead now. Yeah, you a dickhead. You don't want to be a dickhead. You can't make everything about you. That's what Adam 22 is doing right now with no jumper. But we going to carry the fuck on. Because that joint about to crash and burn. Shout out to King. We going to carry the fuck on, man. Mindfulness. Emotional intelligence. We need this in the community. We need this in the Black community because our parents aren't taught this. This isn't getting passed on to us. Mindfulness is not getting passed on to us. This is something you want to teach your children. This is something you want your children to teach their children. This is traditional that we need to have traditional. We've been through so much trauma. You've experienced so much trauma. Now that you're here learning what mindfulness is with me, a meditation or thought process, because some people don't like the words meditation, right? That's a definition from Mayo Clinic. Let's say a state of mind is a state of active, open attention to the present, right? So you're constantly cognizant. I talked about choices in my last episode. I ended it with that. You need the decisions you make. I talked about that in the last episode. You're constantly making decisions every single second. In those seconds, you need to be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful, be mindful, be mindful. You've ran away from your mindfulness. Why? I don't know. It can be a lot of things, right? I pretty much always been mindful, but I've also been self-sabotaging, or I've set traps. I've rewarded myself with bad habits to keep certain habits going. I've done a lot. What are you doing? You got to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. I'll give you an example, right? Let's say I was on the shots heavy. Right? I was on the shots so heavy, I'd be like, I gotta work out so I could dump. I'm going to work out so I could dump. That's for my Philly people. We'll get to that, though. Yeah, I'm about to bang out this workout so I could dump my shot, though. What I just said was, I'm about to go work out so I can pop a Percocet. Or I'm going to eat something healthy so I can pop a Percocet. So I don't feel too guilty for popping a Percocet. What are you giving yourself the excuse for why you distracting yourself? I'll tell you what I did. I'm about to go bust this workout out so I could just eat whatever the fuck I want. I still suffer from that a lot of times. I'm not perfect, but I'm honest. We need you to be transparent with us. And us is you in this moment, because you don't need to tell me anything. But I need you to show up for you. Being mindful is an act of love. That's that relationship I was talking about with having with yourself. And I promise you, the more and better you're treating yourself, others will be affected. So you know what? Let's lock in on you right now. Let's go all in on you right now so we can touch everybody else. Let's do that, right? Let's do that. Why not? Pause. Like, not on no creepy shit. Once again, not on no creepy shit. We gotta keep it lighthearted for everybody. Because I like to laugh, man. Everything can't be serious to me. Listen, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna pass on to the afterlife. So why not have fun while we here? Like I said before, I don't know what I'm gonna come back as. I think I'm gonna be a frog though. I don't know about frog. I ain't froggy. I wanna be a chimp. I wanna be a chimpanzee. And you motherfuckers better not call me monkey. Listen, I'm on you white people's asses. Real rap. Real rap. Yo, somebody did it to me the other day. I never experienced it. Don't judge me, right? I was in shock. My sister tell me about it all the time. I started dying. White guy coming to club I'm DJing at, right? So, oh my gosh, I love your hair. I'm like, cuz, you is bugging out. I ain't say that. I was dying. I was in tears. I'm like, this really just happened to me. Like, I was in so much shock. What they call the white Karen boys? I don't know. Yeah. Josh? I don't know. But you know what? Before, I need you to fall in love with you. I really need you to fall in love. But don't fall in love with you and be an asshole. Don't fall in love with you and act like your shit don't stink. Don't fall in love with you and think that you got like you're perfect. Nobody's perfect. You don't need to be perfect. But I need you to fall back in love with you to the point that you're going to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Or you're going to fall back in love with yourself with the marathon in mind, knowing that this is a process. I just really want you to smile and stop being miserable. Because like I said in the last episode, that's not the wave. We off the miserable wave. We're not staying on the miserable wave. That's out. We're not on the miserable joint. We on the love joint. We on the smile joint. We on the kind joint. Gentleman, lady joint. Because we growing, black people. I love y'all. We growing. We getting better. I'm going to talk about where I see our generation going in a little bit. We getting better. But we got to put the work in now because we could feel it. We could feel it. We in a real unique time. It's a special time we in. So you could feel it like, ooh. And I see it. I see it. I know you see it. I know you see it. It's a lot of good things happening. And we have to capitalize on that. We got to capitalize on that. I'm going to talk about the adjectives that you need to help you pick yourself up. But we're going to talk about these current events first. It's a lot going on in the world. I don't think so. I don't think it's too much going on. I'm going to be honest. It's a little bit of going on. But I'll tell you what I think is important. It's a lot going on that we may not be knowing about because I feel like the news cycle has been really weird. Like I said, we were going through Ramadan. By the time you see this, Ramadan will be over. And I feel like at Ramadan, they was reaching for the stars for news headlines, right? Now we're going to get out of Ramadan. I think they're going to be reaching even stronger. Who knows what they're about to throw at us. But something that wasn't a big headline, but I caught it, and I'm grateful for catching it. Shout out to Erica Williams on YouTube. That's another media source. I confirmed it with CNN, but that's another media source. See, yeah, Willie D, Shabazz the OG. Now we got Erica Williams. We got 3 media sources. Now this is current event media. I already told you my boxing and sports media. If I have to, I'll tell you again. FBI arrests 2 Chinese spies in New York City. What was these dickheads doing? Number one, we don't know how many of these motherfuckers. Matter of fact, we do know. An investigator bull that was working with the NYPD said they got these spies all over the world. Not just America, all over the world.
Well, there's 100 of these Chinese police outposts around the world. The Human Rights Group did a study from the Netherlands, Canada, wherever there's a significant Chinese expat community. One of these quiet police substations has opened up.
I'm going to say it again so y'all can catch what I just said. FBI arrests 2 Chinese police spies in New York City. These motherfuckers is wild as fuck, right? They in New York City, in Chinatown, being fake cops. They not even real cops. They scaring the Asians out there, telling them that they're going to, they threatening the Asians saying, we're going to kill y'all if y'all don't come back home type joint. Right? That's what the NYPD investigator on CNN said, right?
You need to come back to China or bad things are going to happen to your family.
Or, you mean, we need y'all to turn y'all in. Let me find the joint he said. I don't want to get it wrong. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it, so I got to say it for y'all exactly how it is.
You can come in here and establish your identification, name, date of birth. We'll get your driver's license taken care of back in China.
That's the point. I missed it. So you got the Chinese agents, right? Please don't judge everybody because everybody's not, you know what I'm saying? But the Chinese spies, right? They was out here acting like, I don't want to say refugees. I'm going to paraphrase it as to how I understand it. The Chinese spy boys was coming up to the other Chinese American boys, right? And they telling them, we just going to make sure like all of your papers is good if you need to go back to China. Now, you already know China, they heavy on we gonna collect your data, John. They collecting data. They're not playing. They're collecting data based off, and I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. They getting metadata, IDs, birth dates. You know, they doing their little thing, piling up numbers. But the people they were recruiting, right? They recruiting specifically in these Chinese expat areas, meaning Chinatown. There's a Chinatown everywhere. They were saying Netherlands, Canada, it's Chinatowns everywhere. They was like, as you know, they were recruiting Chinese police officers.
To understand the breadth of this, you have Chinese agents attempting to recruit New York City Chinese police officers as sub-agents.
Most likely one of the police officers, whether he was a CI for the feds or somehow they ratted, but they was doing a lot of this little work before this happened. So as the police officer described it, they helped Chinese nationals renew their Chinese government documents, CAP. So that's not what they doing. They're not, that's what they said they was doing. That's not what they doing. They was trying to recruit cops, right? So they can have the cops working for them. They might already have the cops. We don't know. I don't trust police officers now. And like I said, I'm not putting no judgment on them, but it is what it is. That's their nation at the end of the day. I'm Haitian. If Haiti get on some shit, I'm with Haiti. So no, I don't know. I'm not going to let y'all know who I'm with. So yeah, it's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on in this world. But supposedly the FBI got them. Mind you, it was like a couple months ago, 3 months ago, we shot down like 2 or 3 Chinese spy balloons, but we ain't make no conversation about that. I talked about last week what the Chinese is doing with the Fed now, how they're attacking our currency. But we coming up with the Fed now, so it seems like we're not too worried, like we were ready for this, but at the same time, it's a lot going on. You feel me? It's a lot going on. Why isn't this making headlines? I don't know. I think this is extremely important. Yeah, I think this is very important. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I don't like this joint. I don't like this joint. I feel like this, and this is why I'm saying I'm patriotic with the joint I said last week. Because China's not letting us do that. All right, look, I set up in China, right? They find out I'm recruiting black people in China. I'm doing it for Africans or the American government. Let's say Ghana, the American government, or Haiti. I'm not getting arrested. I'm getting my head cut off. They probably skin me. We're going to have to go to war. What I want to say about what I see the next generation do, who's to say, because we're going to have to go to war. I'm at the age right now that I can fight. So if I can fight, I'm going to get my, workout in shape, and I'm going to be ready to throw that, John, at whoever I need to. But it ain't going to be wasted, though. You get what I'm saying? And it's not like but I live in America, so I can't be all the way against America, and I live in America. I don't agree with that. I used to, but I don't now. It's because life is about growth and understanding. I'm not against whatever you believe, but we're going to carry on, though, because I just wanted to let that be known that that's something that's going on, because I know this wasn't talked about a lot, but yeah, they got some finesse going on. China, it's not a good job. Florida passes new bill for sex offenders to face the death penalty. I love it. It's not really much to talk about, but this. Are y'all going to pose the same drawing with women? Because there's a lot of women. I just seen a woman dealing with a 9-year-old or something crazy like that. A woman teacher dealing with a little boy. Are y'all going to be willing to put the death penalty on the women? Because if y'all do that, it ain't that I want to see anybody face the death penalty. You get what I'm saying? Ain't none of us God. So I don't always fully agree with the death penalty, John. But I overly don't agree more with touching kids, John. I think that's the worst, John. You feel me? It's to the point touching kids got so bad that I don't even agree with sexualizing at all, because growing up it wasn't taboo for my father to be throwing hints at me to be, into women and all that. But it's just like now I don't agree with it at all. You're saying it's a growth thing, I don't know, but who to say how I would be with my son? But it's just like once D Wade did what he did, D Wade is my favorite player. Once he did that, it's just like we sexualizing children. I don't agree with it. Now I can't stand with doing it in any way, shape, or form, because I don't want to be a hypocrite. That's my only question. I don't like the death penalty, to be honest. I'm not this big death penalty person, but I do believe in, like, you reap what you sow and all of that. But I think we sometimes, some things we could leave up to God, but that's not the world we live in, to be honest. I could say that we could leave up to God things as much, and I'm going to start to sound like a pastor. That's lying to you. I came up with a little term today. I'm going to say it's the shadow generation, right? I'm seeing a lot of people come up from the shadows. I was in the shadows and I came back up. boom, right? I was out trying things. It wasn't really working, but I wasn't really committed like I am now. Like I'm committed now. But I was trying things, going back in the shadows, trying things. And I feel like this is the shadow generation, but we coming out the darkness though. That's how I feel. I feel like we coming out the darkness. And I feel like we should be coming out the darkness because it's a lot to be hopeful about. As much as bad things I may say is going on, and it's a lot of Jones to be hopeful about. Like the world is in a better place. It's not the 1950s, 60s. I'm not saying it's like ultimately way better. Depending on how you look at it, you could see the better in that time versus this time. I think we have more opportunity now, so I think it's better in this time, being as we simply just have more opportunity. That I think can be measured, and yeah, now is better in my opinion. I see a lot of people like myself, because a lot of what I say is about like things that I experience and how I motivate myself. I'm just using the same way I motivate myself to motivate y'all, hopefully, or inspire, or just I rather provoke thought more than try to motivate, to be honest. Right? So this could have made the hot take, but it's not a hot take. It's just how I feel. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think this generation is going to pave the way for the next, but I think we might be the generation. If China and Russia keep pushing us like they are, we just went through COVID and all of this biological warfare stuff going on, and it's a lot going on. Technological revolution 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. I don't know what technological joint we in now. There's so much going on. You got medicine going crazy. You got AI going crazy. You got robots going crazy. Like they got police robots now. It's everything. So I'm not knowing, to be honest, which direction we going in, but something is about to change. But what I do see in the black community is a whole lot of more entrepreneurs, a whole lot more dreamers. I see people waking up and people just wanting answers. People want answers now. I think we're getting to that place of individuality. I think we're a little bit away from it. When we coming up out that darkness, we're going to get the individuality needed to come together. Because we separate. We still separate now. We have a lot of ideals that just don't align. You feel me? But we still separate, which is causing us to be separate. But this is the generation. This generation is so sturdy that our parents are seeing what we're learning and they're slowly making adjustments. It's like, I remember growing up, my mom was really resistant to a lot of things I was saying, as she seen I was growing and learning new things. But I seen her come around full circle, and it's like she's now seeing it for herself and not just for me. You can't hold nobody down for that long. I'll give you an example. The Willie Lynch letter. That's not a real letter, quote unquote. When I read the Willie Lynch letter, I cried like a baby, right? This was 2014, 2015. I cried when I read the Willie Lynch letter. And it's not a real letter, but it's just that it's real. If you catch my drift, like, it's not a real letter. It was never, there's no Willie Lynch. But if you read it and you got any level of compassion, you're going to cry. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, you can't hold no empire for this long, right? But black people, Africa is not like, they not jacking us right now. You know what I'm saying? They're not jacking us right now. We Americans, you got to embrace your American John. Don't be all so caught up in the, like hating America, John. I know America is bringing the AI to you. Embrace AI. Like I said, when y'all ready to fight, I'm going to be ready to rumble. Right now, we got to rock with our folks. It's similar to like when people in prison, right? They say in California, Bloods and Crips, that say they beefing and all that, but it's none of that beef going on because the Mexicans or the Aryan race is putting that pressure on them. You feel me? That's what black and white people are going through in America. It's a lot of international pressure, so we need to come together, right? And then we'll figure out our little rumblings after we deal with these dickheads. That's how I see it, though. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? These dickheads might be in cahoots with them boys. They most likely is, but trust and believe, I think the social class, John, lower, middle, upper, John, is more of a John than the race. The race, John, is really like for confusion, to be honest. That's my point of view. Once again, the next generation is waking up. The next generation is waking up. But what's going on is they still look up to us. They see a little bit of our cultural norms type John. We got to get them off TikTok. That's going to happen. TikTok is going away. TikTok not going to last. Not with all these games China's playing. TikTok is going away. But they already got all our information, and we keep it a being. But TikTok is gotta go. TikTok gotta go. Yeah, I'm not supporting TikTok, but I'm on TikTok. But I don't support TikTok, but I'm on it, so I do support it. I'm a hypocrite. I don't support TikTok, but I'm on TikTok, so I'm a hypocrite. But it's cool. It's fine. I already knew they had all the information. China's not. I'm not gonna get into that. But China's not doing. I'm gonna get into it. China's not doing too much different than what America already does to us. It's just that why are we letting outsiders do to us? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like your mom and your dad when it was a kid could whoop your ass, but you're not about to let a person you don't even know just come whoop your ass. No, but seriously, I need your adjectives to be incredible right now, impeccable right now. I'm gonna keep it a being. Yeah. Your adjectives is ass. Like, yeah, sincere. I need you to be sincere. I need you to be enthusiastic, optimistic, fearless, energetic, happy, patient, grateful, adaptable, forgiving, witty, warm-hearted, light-hearted, empathetic, loving. This is how you need to be leading and how you describe yourself. And yes, I was reading because I'm not like the biggest word person, to be honest, but at the same time, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm an asshole. I'm not an asshole. Definitely with the enthusiastic, optimistic, far from pessimistic type of person. Like, keep the pessimistic shit over there. You feel me? So, yeah, I need your adjectives to be on the beam. I need your adjectives to be remarkable. I need your adjectives to be phenomenal. I need your adjectives to be beyond measure. I need superb adjectives from you. Beautiful adjectives from you. Indescribable adjectives from outstanding, wonderful, glamorous. That's off the top. You feel me? So yeah, I'm definitely on the adjectives, John, for sure. Like, self-talk is a great, John. It's great. Self-talk. Talk to me nice. No, but seriously though, cause you niggas is like, y'all is so scared that y'all just like, y'all so scared to be yourselves. Cause right, even girls, like, it's a few little looks out here. I'm peeping. It's a few little looks. I'm peeping y'all joint. It's a Summer Walker look. Like, it's literally a makeup joint that makes a Summer Walker face, right? Cause I be getting finessed all the time on Twitter or Instagram. Oh, Summer Walker, nice. And I click and I'm like, that's not even Summer Walker. Yeah. It's a JT makeup look. They got a JT makeup package and they got a Summer Walker makeup package. For me right now, these been the two hottest makeup packages going on the market. I said niggas and I started describing women. But men, fellas, all you niggas is moving the same in y'all videos. Y'all got the same, you mean? Like, y'all got the same joint. You mean? Y'all got the same joint in y'all videos. Y'all want to be each other. Yup. Y'all want to be each other. But I'm with it, man. I'm with the hip hop shit. I'm not with the beef shit. Oh, but that goes into my hot take, though. I got a hot take. Because I be having these hot takes anyway. What was my hot take last week? Last week? The week before. What was my hot take last week? UNITY. That's unity. UNITY. You gotta let them know. I said you gotta let them know. UNITY, that's unity. My hot take last week was Trae Young ended Ben Simmons' career. My hot take the week before that is Shakur Stevenson is the most skilled boxer ever. My hot take this week, it's an old conversation. I was just thinking about it, so I'm going to just bring it up anyway. That white rappers are guests in hip-hop. Who made that up? That's white rappers are guests in hip-hop is dumb as shit to me. All right, my fault. White rappers are guests in hip-hop. I don't know who made that up. I think that's insane. Dumb, stupid, crazy. Listen, this is my logic, right, for why that's dumb. If you have a 3-bedroom house, right, that you live in, but you let the landlord you let the landlord sleep in the guest room. Are they a guest in the house? And you're in the house they own that you renting? Who owns hip hop? All right, I'm gonna carry on. I got another hot take, and I'm gonna fuck y'all up with this one. Do y'all really think that all this killing is because of rap? Like, y'all could just blame this killing. Oh, it's the music they listen to. Do y'all really think that? I really want to know if that's what y'all think. Because that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. It's this prominent figure, right? His name is Tookie Williams. Rest in peace, Tookie Williams. As I know it, he's one of the founders of the Crips, right? The Crips started in the 1970s, 1969, 60s, late 60s, early 70s is when the Crips started. What rap was out then? I take one step further. I seen an interview, Kev Mac Videos interview on Monster. Monster said Tookie used to sing to Frankie Beverly. Now, this is important to me, right? I'm going to tell you why. Frankie Beverly in the Maze, the song was Happy Feelings. Frankie Beverly in the Maze is in Philly. So you got Philly, you got California. You got Philly, you got California. It's singing a Philly nigga song. Singing. Happy feelings in the air. That's what they doing too. But you guys is telling me that rap music is the cause of this, John. I'm going to carry on. I got one more hot take for you. I'm going to get back to that because I know y'all probably wondering now, like, okay, like he hype. No, seriously though. Our ideals are wrong. ideals are terrible. We don't value our lives. That has nothing to do with rap. It has more to do with propaganda. Now, the propaganda in rap is more of a problem than the lyrics. The propaganda of the black image in America is the issue. It's not no fucking music, rap, whatever. Yeah, because like that's not making me want to go smoke something. But they was smoking shit to that. Or fighting. I know they started off fighting. I know a little bit of the history from watching. I watch Kev Mack videos. I love Kev Mack videos. Shout out to Kev Mack videos. But what I'm saying is, like, stop blaming it on the rap. Cause you niggas don't know where to go. Y'all just, see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't think. You gotta use your brain out this joint. You gotta use your brain out this motherfucking joint. Last hot take. Our moms is never wrong. Listen, I learned the hard way, y'all. I'm never not listening to, like, I was really so traumatized, like, throughout my early and mid 20s that, like, I really stopped listening to my mom when I should have been listening to my mom. Your mom is never wrong. All right, now, if your mom being negative, that's different. Your mom in a negative space, be aware of what space mommy's in, right? But fellas, I'm really talking to the fellas. But ladies, y'all know too. Sometimes, I don't know, y'all relationship be different with mom. But so fellas, niggas, mom got this gut feeling joint that's overpowering the whole, you know what I'm saying? Her gut feeling is the real thing. It's really it. I don't know what it is. It's God. It's God or something. I'm gonna say it's God. But no, seriously, Mom Dukes, gut feeling, crazy. Not a whole nother level though. So like, you know what I mean? I can't even explain the whole joint. So no, I actually can explain it. I just finessed y'all. Trust your mom gut. Start to trust your gut. Your gut is real. Do you believe in intuition? I do. Listen, ain't no explanation for intuition, but it's just a belief joint. That's the joint that, you know, like that's another thing that give me peace. That's like another little secret cheat code. Listen to your intuition, gut, signs, energies, like walk away. Walk away. If you can't listen to your intuition, you are battling detachment and you don't know how to let go. And listen, letting go is hard. It's a process, like it's a tough process. I understand. Letting go can be very hard, but you gotta learn it. Trust yourself. You feel me? Sometimes it's best for you and the person that you might have to let go, or you and the event that you have to let go. But deal with it. Address it first. You feel me? Or embrace the healing aspect of it. Time, crying, or just acknowledge that that's something that affects you. But stop being so hurt that like you can't open your heart anymore. Yo, part of it was you like not embracing that is red flags. Like I've told you previously. Open your heart up a little bit. Let go. You was forcing a situation that you deep down inside knew wasn't gonna be what it was, but you was forcing it. It ain't over. Your journey's not over. Listen, somebody I know said it's over. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I'm done with love. They damn near said fuck love. No, I don't agree with that. You feel me? I love love. I love love. Love is everlasting, baby. Yeah, love is everlasting. Now, you don't gotta be like, right now, I'm not really locked in on that. I'm really locked in on building something right now. A few different things if I can, as much as I can, but I love love. When that time comes, if I find the right one, man, if you listening, I'm scooping you up from the rip. But I ain't looking for it though. But yeah, man, just love. Open your heart, keep your heart open. No matter what. Heal in between time. In the meantime, in between time, make sure you heal. At least start. You ain't gonna be perfect now, but don't close your heart because of the pain. Because you was forcing it anyway, or you was too gullible, vulnerable, Mr. and Mrs. Because it's happening to both of us. Yeah, and microphone. Feel me? So you gotta learn how to forgive, man. All of the positive reinforcers, the positive habits and values all work in cahoots. You gotta learn how to forgive. Forgiveness is gonna open the door to your mindfulness. Your mindfulness is gonna open the door to your forgiveness. Your forgiveness is gonna open the door to your detachment. You feel me? Yeah. There you go. Your mindfulness is gonna open the door to your forgiveness. Your forgiveness is gonna open the door to your detachment. Your detachment is going to open the door to your peace of mind, or your peace in general. Your peace is going to open the door to your happiness. And boom, everlasting love, baby. Love. You'll be able to love. But let's go through the process. Let's embrace that journey. Let's embrace that journey so we can learn and not run into that door again. Cause that shit hurt. But don't just close it. Not like maybe you didn't know it was a process, and that's fine. But embrace the process. Go through the process. It's worth it. Go through the process. You want to cut corners, though. That's why you try to fall in love so quick, because you want to cut corners. You don't even want to learn a person no more. You just want to fall in love. Like that. Is that even really love? If you just try to cut corners to the love? Embrace the process. The qualifying process is beauty, too. It's beauty in being like, oh, my gosh, I really like you, but I know you ain't for me. So we're going to go our separate ways. Do it sooner than later, though. Because you already know the longer it takes, you be like hurting because your emotional intelligence is out of whack. You ain't really like cut to go that deep and like let go. See me, I'm a savage, baby. I'm not a savage. Listen, this is one person that got they fucking whole joint on my heart and I can't do nothing about it. I'm not a savage. I ain't gonna lie to you. You just, like I said, the faster, the sooner, the better you can let go. It's the better for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the better. Listen, and we gotta stop acting like we got everything figured out. Because we don't. Damn near everything I say is just like, I don't know, I'm different though. I'm heavy, like can't put my joint on other people because the comfortability level I have with being honest is just what I need for my peace of mind. Like that don't even got nothing to do with anything but just I need that peace of mind type shit. I don't know, man, yo, like my whole life, I'm traumatized if y'all can't tell, but it's cool though. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. I just had to make sure we talked about that because your mom got that gut feeling. Mom Dukes got the gut feeling. Don't fight Mom Dukes too much. Maybe I understand her approach could have been better. You feel me? Take a breather, step away, come back, you know what I'm saying? And then think like, yo, why she say that? And then revisit it with her like, Mom, you just, if you could have said it, but like, what's up? You know what I mean? So yeah, our moms don't be lying though. But look though, let me ask you this though. You think everybody against you? I feel like I brought this up before. But I don't know if I brought up on a pod or if I brought up on social media. Y'all crazy. I ain't gonna harp on this too long, but because I was all over the place today. Like, my joint was shitty, but it's cool. I showed up. I was shitty. I feel shitty. You know what I'm saying? But I showed up and I'm gonna get this done anyway. You feel me? The world ain't against you. Motherfuckers is doing for themselves right now. Maybe you against other people since you keep talking about like what motherfuckers ain't doing and all of that. Like you're watching other people too much. Like you really need to lock in on you right now because you about to lose yourself completely. That's a conversation I had to have with myself often. I would say over the last 2 years, like probably like damn near right before I started this, that was like a big conversation that's like, and it wasn't heavy on the you watch people too much. You're just like, yo, you're about to lose you. Like, I don't even know what I was doing, to be honest. I know I wasn't watching people. I wasn't even on social media to watch people. Like, I'm looking, don't lose you with just distractions. Stop running. You running so fast. Like, you scared. You're just scared and you don't even know it though. Because you're not consciously like, I'm scared. No, you don't know that you're scared, but fear is controlling you. Fear is controlling you. Fear of the unknown is controlling you. Yeah. You heard that before, but I'm telling you again, fear of the unknown is controlling you. You don't know what's next, or you like don't want to step outside your comfort zone, and you just being controlled by a bunch of things that don't need to be controlling you. You need to take control. That's what I need you to do. I need you to take back control of your life, but I need you to be you though in that process. I need you to be you in the process of taking back control of your life. Where are you? We've been looking for you. Slamiano, where's you at, cuz? Mommy, microphone, where is you at? We need you back. We need you to come back and then come put in the work though. Because we need you to put in that work on this process back. We need you to put in that work on this process back. Whatever it takes to heal, whatever it takes to grow, whatever it takes. Are you being defensive? Why are you so defensive though? Like seriously, why are you so defensive? This is one of them days I'm just rapping with y'all now. Why are you so defensive? Like you making everything about you? Are you thinking people are judging you? Do you keep judging yourself so everything is hypersensitive? Do you give yourself a break though? Do you only criticize yourself? Do you criticize people so much that you think everybody is being like you with the criticism? Because like I said, motherfuckers really in their own world. Like, like, you know what I mean? People in their own world ditzy than the motherfucker. Not really ditzy, but they just in their own world. You feel me? So like, stop criticizing people. So if you stop judging people, you probably won't think people judging you so much. You just judge people. You feel me? It happens in life. You can get over it though. You feel me? Because you know better. Y'all know better. I'm not saying stuff y'all don't know. Y'all just not realizing that y'all made it a habit for so long, following your parents. Being just like when you lock in, and this is something I learned a long time ago. This would really slow me down from criticizing people, right? When I started peeping that like you could become what you don't like. That's simple. But yeah, because like think about it. Oh my gosh, I hate that they like this, that they do that. I was and then you doing it. You got it. I mean, because a lot of Jones don't really be worth our time, but we not knowing, just picking up these habits and just really feeling the need to always speak on shit without the mindfulness of how does this affect me? How me speaking on this, me paying attention to this, what is this going to do for me? How is this going to impact my day, my next 5 minutes paying attention to this? How is this going to impact me? If you're not peeping that or thoughtful, mindful of that, mama, You going to be, so be considerate. Be a decent human being with self, though, with you. I want you to be considerate and decent to yourself. Because I know if you considerate and decent to yourself, your joint gonna get so attractive that everybody's gonna be on your dick. You mean people just gonna want to flock to you, just like, you mean, damn near red carpet. You red carpet you, they gonna red carpet you. I don't know if I touched on weird being overrated, but weird is overrated. That word is overrated. The value y'all give that word is overrated. We need more weirdness. You see, I'm about to embrace my weirdness more from the rip for the sake of the culture. Yeah. Like cause I'm already always been weird anyway, but I mean, I kind of was more, I've always embraced my weirdness, but I did it more like in private. I'm gonna embrace my weirdness more in public. So hopefully I can spark some people to embrace their weirdness, because weird is overrated. It's something Wallow be saying. He's saying, we control cool. I don't know if he say it or if it's just merchandise, but I like that. You feel me? And he stand on it too. I could tell. I peep Wallow. I love that about you. The weird joint is overrated. Like that word that's one of them words that need to be deleted. That's one of them words that's playing games with y'all mind. You feel me? Like they planted that word on it. Cause they not heavy using that word like that. We're using it more than them. You get what I'm saying? But it's their word cause it's their language. You know what I'm saying? But you think it's yours. I'm changing topic. No, I ain't changing topics. I'm back on y'all ass. The weird joint is overrated. Like y'all weird. Y'all weird for not knowing how to let go. Y'all weird for not embracing detachment. You weird for that. I'm gonna start calling y'all weird for misplacing y'all energy all the time. Your energy is misplaced. Your anger is misplaced. You weird for being mean to yourself. You weird for being an asshole and thinking it's cool. Y'all weird. We not weird. Y'all weird. We not weird over here. Yeah, the gang, we not weird over here. The gang is sturdy. Y'all weird. Keep y'all weird shit over there. Y'all weird for self-sabotaging yourself. Y'all weird for constantly living in the past. Y'all weird for lying to yourself so much that we don't believe shit y'all say. Y'all weird for that. No, y'all really weird for like being like on some. I ain't even going. Stop being weird, man. I don't really judge. I don't care what y'all do. I don't care what y'all do. I care when it hurts y'all though. I do care though. I be empathizing with y'all. So when y'all hurt yourself, it be like irking me. I don't like that. You know why I don't like when y'all hurt yourself and why it be irking me? Cause of that child that's seeing that shit. That shit be burning me. I ain't gonna lie. Like me knowing the effect of our joint in the community. Let's say I see a nigga or a bitch and they just on whatever type time, right? And they don't got no kid. I don't care. Like, I mean, it's just a kid, whatever. They're just a kid trying to figure out life, right? But let's say it's this kid that's trying to figure out life that's 35, but they a kid because of their maturity, but they got 4 kids. That shit hurt me. I'm going to keep it a bean every time, and it's never going to not hurt. So that's what I'm doing this for. I'm not doing this for you motherfuckers, man. I'm doing this for you motherfuckers, but I'm not doing this for y'all. But I'm doing it for y'all. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, man, like I feel like I ain't really living if I don't do this, especially having the understanding that I have. Because what I had this understanding for, if I can't put it out, you mean? Especially if I got into a point that I could apply it. So it's just like, yeah, our joint is good. Our joint is 30, black people. Our joint is 30, but we just gotta pick up the pieces. Don't judge. Like I said, that same scenario I said that hurt me, I ain't gonna tell a person like, you feel me? I just let them know like it's disappointing to see you in that, putting those kids through that. You feel me? Especially, what you went through. Like I would want to see you do more. So it's just like, let me do what I can in this process too. Yeah, them joints be upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. Don't nothing touch me like that, what I just described in life. That's the shit that can make me, shed a tear, but it's cool. We strong, we gonna work together, stick together and all of that cool stuff, and we gonna figure this out. Cause I know it's way more people that's smarter than me, that got more like Jones that's good than me. I'm just doing my little part. And I know you could do your little part. With that being said though, I want you to learn how to move at your own pace though. It ain't no pressure. Fuck what anybody talking about. It's no pressure. Move at your pace. That's so important. In this process of learning you, in this process of growing, move at your own pace and lower your expectation. Take some pressure off yourself. Just lower a little bit of expectations on what you feel like you have to deliver. Because it's written for you. But I'm not saying run away from the work, but move at your pace though. Move at your pace. That's important. That's very important. I tell you, for me, like I have 2 of my best friends. They started a business and I wasn't in the financial situation to jump in with them, right? But what I told them was like, I got something I want to do, but I understand, like, you know, y'all about to go on your growth path. I'm about to go on mine. It's like, for me, the most important thing is the friendship, though. I want to make sure our friendship is good. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not the material, but you know. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure the friendship was good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But move at your own pace, though. You can't keep up with them because they got their own story. Unless you with them 24 hours a day recording their life, you don't know what they're going through, sacrificing pain, emotions. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're feeling on the day-to-day. They probably went through it just as much as you, if not more. They probably just know how to really keep it strong. And you know what I'm saying? They resilience. Don't ever question nobody's resilience. Listen, that's why I don't put nobody in the box. I don't put nobody on the box. I try my best not to judge people. Like I said where it hurts me and what makes me feel emotional with the kids and all of that stuff in the black community. But I try not to put nobody in the box because I used to be in a box. Mentally, if you met the 17, 16, 15-year-old me, you'd be like, oh, he's smart, but he's just on some bullshit. He probably gonna crash out and do something dumb. You see, I just didn't know. I didn't know. So sometimes all a motherfucker need is just a little knowledge, a little awareness. You know what I'm saying? A little experience, a little see something. You feel me? Sometimes that's all a motherfucker need. So you can't really just be all judging people all crazy. Like, putting people in these boxes, lower your expectations. They might not be what you want them to be right now, but that's their business. You feel me? Now focus on what you gotta do. You're saying that everything will come back around full circle. That's why I'm not with the grudges and all that. And I said last episode, I ain't know about my sign. I read about my sign, and they said my sign don't hold grudges. We forgiven. That's a real John. I'm forgiven. So you gotta be forgiven. I don't know if that's your sign. Your sign might be emotional, but work on it. You could try, practice. You mean, it's a lot of things I'm not good at. I'm not good at commitment. I don't care what no sign book tell me. I know I'm not good at commitment, but I've told myself I'm committed to this. So y'all see over time if I'm really committed or not. But they can't tell us nothing, y'all. They can't stop us. Only we can stop us. Facts. I don't care who brought you into the situation that you're in. Get yourself about that joint. And I almost feel like I'm done talking, but I feel like I got a little more to say. I need y'all to start loving yourself. I need y'all to embrace the adjectives. With the self-talk, you have to embrace, you have to be true. The self-talk is more important than affirmations. I'm stamping it. I don't care what nobody say. Self-talk over affirmations. And I don't need to put them verses because they work in cahoots. They work in cahoots, but yeah, the self-talk is the joint. Because self-talk could get you out of so much. And affirmations do too. Like, I'll be honest. I was nervous before starting this episode with all the confusion that I was going through in my mind as to where I'm going to go with it. And before I started, I was like, I can, I will, I must. Eric Thomas. You get what I'm saying? And then I'm like, all right, I got the Eric Thomas joint out the way. Let's go. Let's get this done. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out because we have to show up for the people. So people, show up for yourself. Yeah, show up for yourself. There's so many areas you can work on and grow with yourself. Show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. I ain't really have a direction today. I just wrote down a few ideas, to be honest. That's why it's going to probably come off as sporadic, but I wanted to still touch y'all, pause, with like real. You feel me? Like something I wrote down was like, start for you. Because start for you. Start because that's going to be the right thing for you. It's going to feel good. Do it for you. Do it because you really need it for your mental health. It's an emotion that you haven't felt in a long time. And some of it could just be from you not giving yourself any credit. But you need a sense of achievement like ASAP. And I need it to not be about money like ASAP. Because if all your achievement is about money, what happens when we take the money away? If it goes away, I don't want to see that happen to you. I'm just saying. Is your self-esteem now attached to your money? I ain't gonna lie, I feel like self-esteem being attached to values or intangible, you know what I mean? Intangible. I need a different word than things. Like I say things too much. We're gonna thesaurus this. Let's say object. Yeah. So yeah, I think ideals, values, objects. If your self-esteem is attached to your values and not like materialistic items, more intangible objects, love, caring, and things that are priceless. The priceless aspect of your being. That's like rich in spirit to me. I don't know. That's my humble opinion. We need happiness. We need we need community again. We need community. We need community. We need the community that we had of the new Jim, out of the Jim Crow era, right? Before black on black crime was cool. But it was short. Don't get me wrong, it was short. You might have to do your little Googles, but it was short. If you just think about it, just common sense, to get out of slavery, how would we have got out of slavery if we was fighting each other? Don't get me wrong, yeah, it was the house Negro, field Negro, cool shit that they be trying to push down our throat, right? We need that. We need community. We need togetherness, unity. We need to love. Stop judging. Stop judging. We're no better than. There is something called tokenism. Tokenism is the idea of feeling more than by being like. So tokenism is like, how can I describe tokenism? Tokenism is you a token. I think they called the black kid on South Park Token, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the black kid on South Park, his name was Token. South Park is funny. Like you are on a certain level. Token blacks. That's a thing. That's a real thing. Like maybe you should look that up, what a token black is. But nobody's better than nobody. Black, white, yellow, orange, whatever color you are or thing to be. If you believe in God, then most likely if you believe in God, you think God judges us. If you believe in the hereafter, you think that's where you'll receive that level of, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what we'll find out was who and what is better. It is heaven on earth though, you know what I'm saying? But I think the heaven on earth is more spiritual than materialistic. Do you think you're a spirit living in a body or you're a body that's housing a spirit? I don't know. I think it's a mixture of both personally. The main thing I think we need is love. I want to holler at my leaders real quick. Leaders. Leadership has more to do with approach than anything. Approach screams volumes. You ain't going to wake up every day as your best self. That's bullshit. Some days you ain't going to be feeling it. Some days it's like, but be considerate though. Be considerate. Be kind. Yep. The same way I was telling everybody else be kind. I just want to rant to the leaders real quick because more than I have any experience or anything, I got experience in leadership, corporate leadership, corporate sales, period. You feel me? I wasn't always a leader. Sometimes I was, entry level. Leaders, be kind to your employees, man. Be kind. You're saying, listen, just be a decent human being. Be a decent human being. How much does it cost to be a decent human being? You ever thought about that? Right? What's all this pressure though? What's all this pressure? What's all this trust that you can't show? Because you leaders, like corporate America, y'all have the ripple effect that corporate America puts out into the world. I wish people understood how they were affected, because corporate America is full of managers, right? That think they're leaders. They put this horrible management energy onto their subordinates, right? And then they subordinates take that horrible energy and bring it to the family, right? So yeah, corporate America is fucking the culture up for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just probably don't be knowing that y'all be affected by corporate America. Corporate America is a motherfucker, man. Good leaders are good leaders, though. You know what I'm saying? They come few and far between. But we need more good leaders. So learn how to lead. Stop motivating people with fear. That's a horrible joint. Scarcity. Oh, you might lose your job. Who taught y'all that's going to motivate somebody? That's temporary motivation. If that's your way of motivating people, get out of leadership. Yo, people need to be demoted. Seriously. Y'all don't know how to communicate to y'all employees. Y'all don't know. Y'all communication is shitty. Leadership starts with listening. You can't be a leader and not be a listener, an active listener. So for me, one of the most important things with listening is body language. Yeah, body language. Tonality. I mean, when you communicating with someone, the tonality you use. You feel me? Like not talking at people, but talking to people and listening to people, being empathetic. You could be a better leader. You always could be a better leader. We always got room to grow from the rip, right? And our communication approach and our listening skills and how we affect people, right? That, to me, that matters more than anything. I'm not saying make everybody like you. That's not the goal. But affect people. And stop giving me a horrible experience after the sale is over. Don't lose your professionalism. Keep the professionalism up. We love professionalism. We want to come back. I'm one of the people, although I'm a salesman, I love being sold. Sell me. I'm about a penny, baby, but you got to sell me, though. You feel me? You got to make that penny sound like the best penny in the world, and you got me. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, mommy. Yeah. Yeah, but no, y'all only trying to sell me to pay, and then that's it. You don't want me to come back? You feel me? I'm giving y'all a game. Don't stop being a gentleman. business owners, don't stop being professional. You feel me? You want reoccurring business. You want high quality, you know what I'm saying? You want high quality reviews. You want good reviews. You want to build your reputation. Don't stop being professional. Don't lose that professionalism. Even if you're in a position where you have to be assertive, you feel offended, get your point across, but don't lose your professionalism. See, because you an emotional wreck, you bitch. You don't always have to bend. Things don't got to be cheap. Things don't got to be a discount. I can help you with the language of sales as well. I'm saying I learned it all from Tom Hopkins, but yeah, you could, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Your value. Start up. Start high. Don't start low. Start up. You feel me? Leaders, stop cutting corners though. Real shit. Stop cutting corners. And leaders, dive into leadership, fall in love with leadership, leaders or managers. Managers fall in love with leadership too. Because the culture that you're putting out, listen, you're stressing your employees the fuck out. They're no longer happy. They're not in peace. This is why I'm not fucking with corporate America no more. I'm done with that shit. Corporate America is so cutthroat, man. These people ain't shit. But shout out to everybody in corporate America. Like, I'm just talking about my story. You feel me? But yeah, corporate America ain't shit, y'all. Facts. But you gotta do what works for you. See, I'm a leader. So, like, I'm a leader that got to work under good leaders. I can't work under managers. You feel me? So once you kind of cut me out the good leadership group, you cut me out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going for Nathan. Embrace leadership. Embrace leadership. A lot of leadership is being a decent human being. You be a decent human being long enough, you ask another human being to be a decent human being, which is show up to work, do their job, simple things like that. But you don't say it like that. How do you say it? It depends on the person. It's this wonderful saying, right? I'm with all the cliche shit that works. Treat everybody the same by treating everybody different. I want to say that's from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I don't know. By Stephen Covey, but I don't know. I really don't. But who are you speaking to? I can't give you no leadership breakdown if I don't know who I'm talking to. But I can give you the standards, the basics of leadership is listening and just being a decent human being. You being a decent human being, but like really showing that, then you're a leader. And then everything else you just got to overcome on your own. But once you lose that decency, you ain't a leader no more. You're just in a position. And we'll see how long that position lasts. Be decent. Be a decent human being. Be a decent human being. Nah, corporate America is good though. It's just... Be careful, y'all. Be careful. Learn how to close. Learn how to sell. Selling is closing. Facts. Closing is selling. Nah, closing is closing. Closing is closing and selling is closing. If you can't close, you can't sell. I'll tell you, I want to be so honest with y'all so like y'all understand, like, I like to be honest and all of that. You feel me? That way I could grow and y'all can hold me accountable, right? One of my biggest flaws in my leadership was following up. You have to follow up as a leader. You have to follow up as a leader. The connecting with human parts, the understanding somebody's motivation, inspiration, that was easy for me, I'll be honest. It was natural. But following up, because some people really just need external motivation. They can't find it internally. So find out what motivates somebody. And if it's external motivation, use that. But can you really motivate somebody that's not happy at what they're doing and they just doing it to collect a check? Probably not. So leaders, seek out good people and teach them. See, you leaders don't want to teach no more. That's your problem. Y'all don't want to teach anymore. Y'all want a bunch of golden goose eggs. Y'all just want the best. Because y'all not shit. Y'all can't teach. Y'all incapable. You're incapable. So you're not really a leader. You're a motivator. You're an inspirator. You're inspirational. But you can't lead though. Because you gotta lead by example. All you niggas is not CEOs for real. Y'all not all CEOs for real. Unless you can make another CEO. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I look at life. How many of yous can you make? You get what I'm saying? How many of yous can you make? Can you reproduce? Yeah. How many of yous can you reproduce? That's how you know if you're a leader. And how many of them can the yous produce? How do people talk about you? That work for you. That work with you. That's how you know if you're a leader. And I'm not talking about if they like you. What did they learn from you? What were they able to apply from you? That's how you know if you're a leader. We scratching the surface. I could tell you what I learned from Phil. I could tell you what I learned from Nay. I could tell you what I learned from Terrence. I could tell you what I learned from Asin. Like, I could tell you what I learned from my leaders. You know what I'm saying? What did you learn from your leaders? Shout out to my leaders. I could tell you what I learned from my leaders on the streets too. Not just in corporate America, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like it's just, you gotta have a balance in life. The balance, and if you ain't a leader if you can't learn from another leader, or you just can't hear people out type shit. You don't got all the answers, right? We need more leaders though. So like, my even whole idea to bring up leaders is just like you can still help shape a leader if you're not one, like by being like a dope parent and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Man, give. The next generation is everything to us, y'all. The next generation is everything to us, y'all, for real. But decency is leadership. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's what leadership is. I don't know if anybody else can really like convince me otherwise. Like, leadership is decency mixed with hard work mixed with follow up. Like, to me, that's what it should be, technically, right? You get what I'm saying? Because that's the follow up describes the engagement of a leader. So, because you could be a effective leader without follow up pertaining to how many delegation tactics you got in place for yourself, but then you don't got the engagement. You just like, you feel me? I'm a human to human person, so I'm heavy on the engagement tip. But yeah, man, you niggas leadership skills is like bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, y'all leadership is not really leading the ship. Y'all just on bullshit. You feel me? So yeah. No, but seriously, start leading, like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Start really being on genuine person vibes. Decency, work hard, follow up. You get the world, crack. Can have it. Decency, work hard, follow up. Decency, work hard, follow up. And I want to add this about the sports, John. Look, I like disruption, so I'm biased. Draymond Green, Kyrie, I'm damn near always on their side, no matter what they do. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm always on their side. I didn't like him stepping on them, but I for sure didn't like cuz grabbing his ankle. Sabonis, that's not a sports play. That was horrible. But look, I'm impressed with Sacramento. I'm impressed with Sacramento. Mike Brown won unanimous MVP, first coach of all time. Phenomenal coach, by the way. Black coach. Great coach. He deserved it. And I know I said before, like, I was rooting for Brian, but I realistically peep, like, I'm also rooting for Curry too and Draymond, as well as Embiid, you know, home team, and I feel like Embiid is the MVP, so I'm rooting for him. Yeah, so, but Jordan Poole, he needs to come alive in the mid-range, in my opinion. I don't want to break it down too much, but even last year, I was betting a whole lot on this playoffs, and I knew Jordan Poole was going to do one or two things. He was going to shoot a three, he was going to drive to the paint. He's not going to slow down his game. He plays fast, that's what it is. But use the mid-range, Jordan Poole, if you hear this. Clay is getting buckets off the dribble, that's important. If Clay is getting buckets off the bounce, that's really good news. But why the fuck is y'all letting this nigga De'Aaron Fox attack the paint? Attack, period. If he gonna kill you with threes, let him kill you with threes. But y'all going over, go under. Like, force him to shoot a three, cut off the pass, because once he going downhill, it's over. It's nothing you could do. He's prime Westbrook with handle and a floater. De'Aaron Fox is the most underrated player in basketball. And look, I used to hate the Warriors. You feel me? I used to hate the Warriors. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just off the strength of KD, the best player, second best player. You mean? Like, I just had this thing with KD, to be honest. Like, one skipping all them, Stephen A and them, he just passed Wade and Kobe. He passed Kobe and Wade and Melo. This is back in like 2010, 2009, 2011. Oh yeah, I wasn't fucking with KD. Because I remember them days. I know it's 2023 now, but I remember them days. What made me dislike KD? Listen, I love KD. It is nobody like KD. KD is a 7-foot T-Mac with AI handles. Don't let that go over your head. Yeah, don't let that go over your head. Free cash. That's my thoughts on the sports this week. Like I said, by the time you see this, hopefully Ryan is waking up.